Namaste. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This day of Skill Week has always been something which is very, very close to my heart because all we do is skills. We breathe skills, we eat skills, and we sleep skills. We are totally about skills. Glocal Private Limited, since its inception in 2015, officially, unofficially in 2014, when I was myself initiating Bachelor's of Business Administration, and that was my first class, and I believe that was the first month in which Glocal Private Limited was started. And we started with a very small attribute that I learned in my high school, which is extracurricular activities. I was a very, very average student. I aspired to be a computer engineer when I was growing up, but I failed in class 6 in computer science. So I decided not to be a computer engineer. The computing subject was what I failed in. But what I passed in was extracurricular activities from class 8 while I was studying. All I was doing in my school was extracurricular activities, which involved a lot of skills, a lot of communication, and a lot of activities. So with that note, personally for me, and the vision behind Glocal Private Limited became enhancing skills through education, through vocational trainings, through communication, through networking, and through whatever we can. With that, I would like to acknowledge our chief guest, Honorable Ms. Indira Rana Maga, for having your kind presence to this ceremony. Has always been a great pleasure for us. We remember we had you last year, and we are having you this year. This is because we want to reassure that our thoughts are being told at the Parliament of Nepal. We want your voice to be there, ma'am. तपाईले अस्ति जसरी हाम्रो कुरा सुनिदिनु भयो, अहिले भर्खरै हजुरले स्टार्टअप र स्किल डेभलपमेन्टका कुराहरू पार्लियामेन्टमा हुँदैछ भनेर भन्नुभयो। यो कुरालाई अझै भोइस गरिदिनुहोस् भनेर हामीले हजुरलाई फेरि पनि निम्ति आएको छौं र हजुर फेरि पनि आइदिनु भएको छ, त्यसको लागि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद। र हजुरले अघि पनि मलाई रिअस्योर गर्नुभयो यो कुराहरूलाई हामी फेरि पनि पार्लियामेन्टमा कुरा गर्नेछौं। यसको लागि हजुरलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद र हजुरले गरिदिनुहुन्छ भनेर आशा पनि गर्दछौं। थ्यांक यू सो मच। I remember a book by Adolf Hitler which says a topic about the big lie. Your big lie can be taken in a much different ways. People might like Adolf Hitler, people might not. But let's not get into that. Let's get into the sense of big lie. The big lie in Nepal is Nepalma केही छैन, नेपालमा केही भएन, नेपालमा पढेर के हुन्छ, नेपालमा पढ्ने कलेज छैन, नेपालमा पढ्ने स्किल्स सिक्ने स्किल्स छैन, Nepal does not have jobs for me, Nepal does not have education for me. These are all the parts of big lies that are being told. And when big lies are being told, they become much faster to go around the whole country, and of course the young people of Nepal, that yes, China. Yes, it is not there. Yes, we do not have opportunities. But as Mr. Ravindra just mentioned, because he also quoted it from his panel discussion which he moderated today in the afternoon, where the youths were asking the same question. Why and what makes me stay in Nepal? Why should I stay in Nepal? Because they are seeing the examples of Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, Mr. Jack Ma, Mr. Elon Musk. Yes, we cannot have Elon Musk, Jack Ma, Mark Zuckerberg, but we can have Mr. Biswas Dakal, Mr. Narottam Aryal, Mr. Santosh Shah, Mr. Amit Agrawal, Mr. Shekhar Golcha in Nepal. These are the examples that we need to see. Where we are, we need to see that. हामी जुन समाजमा छौँ, जुन ठाउँमा छौँ, जुन लोक्यालिटीमा छौँ, त्यो कुरालाई सुन्नु पर्यो, त्यो कुरालाई बुझ्नु पर्यो. What we always do is we hear something in the Western world or anywhere in the world, and we just try to copy that. The copy is not going to help us. And that is why, again, I would like to promote our brand, Glocal. Thinking globally, but acting locally. We can think globally. We cannot just copy-paste whatever we see around the world. We need to localize the context of that. And that is very, very important. Coming back to the big lie is, if you go to any other country, you will be successful. The reason which we find the young people say that you will be successful in any other country has a very, very big resemblance on the social media. Because social media is weekend social media, not the weekdays social media. So on the weekends, you see people enjoying in the beaches, people enjoying in different restaurants, people enjoying their lives. But we do not see what people do, what amount of hard work people are engaged within the week. And that is what needs to be told. That is what needs to be said to the people here in Nepal as well. And that is, again, Madam Deputy Speaker, is something that we need to get into the real lives of people staying abroad, and we need to showcase that to the normal people of Nepal so that they understand what are the pros as well as what are the cons of being outside of the country. Of course, it's a very, very globalized world, and everybody has the freedom to be wherever they want. Wherever and whatever they want, they can do. But as a young person, people are watching us live on television, and there are a lot of young people here in this room as well. And we communicate to a lot of young people annually. At least 1.5 lakh young people is directly reached by Glocal Private Limited. And that is what we have been communicating. Have we given a thought that there is something in Nepal? There is a course that I would like to study, and it is present in Nepal. There are courses which are teaching data science in Nepal. There are courses which is teaching AI in Nepal. There are courses which are non-Nepali curriculum, which is very, very, we almost talk every time that curriculums are not updated. But there are curriculums which are being taught in different different colleges which are affiliated with different foreign affiliated universities in Nepal, and which are updated, which are industry recognized, where there are a few colleges which provide opportunities for young people where they bring in the industry experts, and that is how those are being taught. And we have been working with quite a few of those colleges. There are courses here. Every day, we did a research which says that 600 jobs are at least placed on newspaper every day. And out of them, 60% is repeated at least for 3 times. That shows jobs are there, people are not applying. If people were to apply, we would not be having repeated job vacancies. So what we need to see is there is opportunity. In terms of entrepreneurship, I would like to acknowledge CNI. I see honorable members of CNI also here who have been doing a lot of activities in terms of startup. In the same hall, they have been awarding startups. They have been providing seed funds. They have been providing investments. So there are opportunities for entrepreneurs as well. What we need to do is we need to seize them. We need to see them first and then seize them. We cannot just be in the denial that no, nothing can happen in Nepal. Nepalma kehi hudaina is the very big lie, and we need to come out of that. Again, requesting Honorable Chief Guest, यो नोसनलाई पनि हजुरहरूको माध्यमबाट नेपालमा यो पोसिबिलिटिज छन् भनेर पनि बोलिदिनु पर्यो। नेपालमा पोसिबिलिटिजहरु छन्, नेपालको यो पोसिबिलिटिजहरु छ, सरकारले यो चीज गरिरहेको छ, सरकारले अप्रेन्टिसशिप जस्ता चीजहरुलाई सपोर्ट गरिरहेको छ। And we are very, very pleased to also engage in a very different collaboration with Ensure in terms of career counseling. And that is what I would also like to bring into the context. We are all talking about TVET. We are all talking about higher education. This needs to be coming from the school level where people are engaged in terms of their ability and their interest. The whole idea of ruchi rakhubi. I am interested in a particular skill. I am interested in a particular occupation. That's first. Am I able to do that? To make me able, then there is skills training which are being provided. We have the representatives from CTE, VT as well, which we saw on the dais as well today in the afternoon, as well as during the awarding ceremony. A lot of courses. Still, young people are going to different countries for vocational education. In South Asia, we are the second country to initiate vocational education after Bangladesh. Yet people leave country to study vocational education outside Nepal. Why? We should be the one getting the students in Nepal and providing them vocational educations. Because we have that capabilities, because we initiated first, we should have that experience of learning, and we do have that. There are training providers which are from private sector as well as CTVT itself. Similarly, in terms of university level education, lot to be done, I just spoke about, but then there needs to be some importance given in terms of skills, application of knowledge, relating it to the case studies that we are talking about. We have been having a competition called National Case Study Competition. The whole idea of National Case Study Competition is when you study in Nepal, you have to study the business case studies of different parts of the world, not of Nepal. Again, what we are aspiring, making the students aspire, is the global world, not the local Nepal. And there we need to know how local Nepali companies have been there, have experienced troubles, have experienced successes, have experienced challenges, and have been employing people in Nepal. We had amazing case study presented by a lot of amazing students here. A big shout out to all of them who was here as the top 4 finalists who were participating from different colleges around the country. And they were here to be presenting the top 4. And we also had the winner. Congratulations to you. Similarly, we had different competitions. You might see there is a competition on sandwich making. We're not talking about the best chef. Master Chef Santosa is here, but we are not talking about Master Chef. We're talking about sandwich making competition. That's niche. The skills need to be. That is where the world is moving. The world is moving towards one perfect example of what I can do. We need to know a lot of things in the world, but we also need to know one thing to the highest level possibility so that we can endure on that. With the concept of leaving no one behind, we have started bringing the concept of resident of Nepal rather than citizens of Nepal. And with that, there are a lot of people who are refugees in Nepal. There are 20,000 to be counted. We try to include them in different competitions, different workshops, and they also competed, and we saw the results as well. What we do in Skill Week? From January, we start going to different colleges, different schools, where we give skill orientation. The skill orientation is about ke chha Nepalma opportunity, because last 6 years we have been doing a training need analysis for Ministry of Labor, Employment and Social Security Government of Nepal. The results are same every year because the curriculums are not updated, because the problems are same. So what we have been doing is we have been promoting that research to different colleges, different schools, that these are the opportunities, these are the skills that you need for these opportunities, these are the jobs that you could get, these are the pay scale that you would have. And that is what we have been promoting. We are also promoting with different competitions and activities that we have been doing from January. On March 31st, we had the press conference, as you just saw. And from March 1st to March 5th, we had workshops. Now, these workshops are not in a hotel room, not in a classroom. It is more of an industry-based workshop. For instance, people were learning about culinary arts, and they came to Solji, just next where we will have the dinner right now. And the executive chef of Hotel Solji provided them with a workshop of how chef has to work in a hotel. Secondly, we had a workshop on interior designing, and that happened at the interior designer's office. So that is how we have been trying to bring together the industry and what we talk about skills. Similarly, on the 6th of April, we had the Skill Festival at King's College, where it was a whole day of festival provided with workshops, skill exhibitions, as well as different entertainment, infotainment activities that we had there. And we saw a glimpse of that as well. Yesterday, we had a roundtable discussion where few of us participated, and we discussed on different ideas of industry, academia, collaboration, and also bringing the idea of dual vet and apprenticeship in that context. And we would be submitting that particular roundtable discussions minutes to all the government as well as private sector stakeholders to please look into it and see if there can be a solution that we can come together with. Today, in the afternoon, we had CEO Unplugged. It is a program that we have been doing for the last 9 years. So this was the 9th year that we have been doing it, where we bring together CEOs, chairmen, MDs, heads of different organizations to discuss about today and tomorrow. This year, we had 2 different topics. One was Strategic Alliance for Cooperation and Impact, and the other was Work-Life. So that happened. Then we also had the National Case Study Competition. We had the winners as well. And now we will be having the Skill Hero Award. The Skill Hero Award, as Dr. Gamer just mentioned about, they put in a lot of efforts in terms of bringing together people who could be awarded today. Now, the people who are being awarded didn't know that their name has come, because it's a nomination kind of a form where anybody of you, so this is also an announcement to all of you that for next year, if you see any particular people who you would like to be awarded as a skill hero, please nominate. Those nominations come in, we shortlist those nominations in terms of the people, and till then, the person who is being awarded does not know about this, because this is not an award. This is a respect. Seep le samman, seep ko samman. This is a recognition, a respect. This is not an award. Nobody has applied for it. And this is just a respect that has been coming out of our thoughts, all of our thoughts, and put together for these people. So nominations started coming from February. We shortlisted. And these jury members never met. As Dr. Gemus rightly said, they never met. So no biasness. And that also brings a lot of issues in terms of making these people available on the day to be awarded. And we sometimes have hiccups on that. But as Dr. Gemmer again, I'm just taking your quotes, Dr. Gemmer, non-biasness. So we don't know who is being awarded. We cannot pre-plan these things. We got to know very, very recently who is the winner. And that is how it happens. These people who are being awarded are majorly people with their skills. They have been able to create an institution or create an ecosystem to develop the particular skills that they are being awarded for. Or with their skills, they have developed something which has a very, very big impact in the community. And that is the respect that we want to bestow upon the people that we are awarding, recognizing tonight. We have been doing this for last 5 years. This is the 5th year. Last 4 years, these awards have been awarded to a lot of amazing personalities in the country, and we are very, very proud and thankful for them. And one of them is Chef Santosa, who is sitting really, really, really at the backside, who is also our awardee there. And I thank all of these pre-awardees who have made the respect of this award much bigger and better. And I believe the people who are being awarded today will again help us in making this award much more respectful. The award is not respectful. The people are respectful, and we are just doing our small bit to recognize these skills. One, to recognize them. Second, to create an example that this is possible in Nepal. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can go anywhere else, you can come back, and this can happen in Nepal.